Call regular city council meeting Monday, November 30 to order. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Here.
Ferrari.
Here.
Waldorf.
Here.
Lukosius.
Here.
Radke.
Here.
Mueller. Sapienza. Payton.
Here.
Mayor Harrell.
Here, pledge of allegiance. Okay, no presentations with public comment on any of the agenda matters. Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written in red?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion to approve the ordinance as written in red. Is there any discussion? What this is our last meeting when we passed the ordinance to end the litigation with Dimick and LaSalle County. The one section that had the payout for Dimick said that we will pay Dimick at 100% of the county's rate, which was an error. It should have said we will pay Dimick at 100% of the Dimick rate. So we needed to amend that and revote on it, and nothing changed other than that it was an error that actually our finance officer, Justin Miller, caught it after the fact. So we have a motion by Alderman Putoff, a second by Alderman Waldorf. If there's no further discussion, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk, call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller. Sapienza. Payton.
Aye.
Okay, motion approved. We have a motion to receive the minutes and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor. Second, Your Honor.
We have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Lukosius to receive the minutes and place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Do we have a motion to receive the financial reports and place on file?
So moved, Your Honor. Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Radke to receive the financial reports and place on file. Is there any discussion? I'll just say that we're still short because of what's happening in Springfield. And for instance, this month alone, these numbers are all averaged out, and quite frankly, they're pretty conservative. Between our use tax, our gaming funds, our MFT, and our 911, that's $62,000 this month. It should have been dispersed to the city. That is not. So, just to let everybody know, we have a Illinois Municipal League winter meetings in Chicago on Friday and Saturday, and on Saturday, Speaker Madigan will be in there, and we'll be asking quite a few questions on, see what we hear from him on his take on what's going on in Springfield. So anyway, we have a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Committees, Finance and Safety, Chairman Putoff.
Alderman Radke.
Yes, Your Honor. First thing is disbursements. Total disbursements for December 2nd, 2015 are $1,807,990.84. I move that we receive that, place it on file, and pay the bills in the usual manner, except that I would like to amend that. There's a check in the disbursements for $53,210.68 that goes to Janko Financial Group. I'd like to amend that to, it's about $45,000, and the finance officer will get that appropriate number tomorrow from Attorney Herb Klein. So we'll just move the disbursements with that minor change.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Radke, second by Alderman Payton to receive the disbursements, place on file, and pay the bills in the usual manner with one amendment from $53,000 to somewhere in the neighborhood of $45,000, which will be verified tomorrow. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk, call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Alderman Payton.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion that we renew the city's health insurance with Blue Cross Blue Shield with Brendan and Stewart in the annual amount of $1,107,638.16.
Second.
Okay. Just to let you know that we had 4 quotes come in, and Brennan and Stewart did their due diligence, got our rate down to a renewal rate of 3.81. The other companies that came in were competitive, but weren't underwritten, and which would have caused our rate to go well over the $1 million mark. So my recommendation is this.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Payton, second by Alderman Radke, to approve the health insurance premium for 2016. We'll have a roll call vote, clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
In addition, Your Honor, I have a motion tonight to approve a donation to the Illinois Valley Pad Center in the amount of $1,000. This was given us at the Finance Committee, the City Council, and along with the Police Chief and other, felt that they do serve a very valuable service in our community and probably one of the most valuable social service agencies that we can have. So we are going to make an approved donation of $1,000 for the year.
Second, Your Honor.
I have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Ferrari, to approve the donation to Illinois Valley Pads in the amount of $1,000. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller. Sapienza. Payton.
Motion approved.
Next, Your Honor, we have the approved volunteer ambulance service activity report for October 2015. I'll make a motion to accept this report and place it on file.
Have a motion by Alderman Ferrari, second by Alderman Radke, to receive approved volunteer ambulance report and place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried.
In addition, Your Honor, at the last finance meeting, we spent quite a bit of time on the audit that was prepared for us. The auditors were at the last meeting, and I'd like to really give the floor to Justin Miller to kind of recapture the city's past performance from a financial aspect over the course of the last year.
Yeah, just to start, I think going forward we can expect the audit sooner in the year. Obviously, this is the period covering May 1st, 2014 through April 30th, 2015. But just going on from there, I think the differences, the reason there was an extension in time was that we had a couple GASB reports, GASB 67 we're now in compliance with, which cost us a little bit extra time to get everything together and get it properly noted. Additionally, we had an OPEB study done that we needed to do to be in compliance with GASB as well. So some of the highlights, I don't know if obviously don't have it right in front of you, but from the management discussion analysis, which is on page 4, ending on page 11, what this really is a review of analytics and a review of the city's performance over the past year. One of the major numbers is the increase in net position for government funds, which is $2,144,000. One thing I'd like to note on that is increase is partially due to the fact that during that fiscal year, Shooting Park Road was partially funded through grant money, so there was a reduce in street expense or improvement in infrastructure for streets. So that number may go down next year as we don't have the same grant program that we did to help pay for Shooting Park Road. $3,327,000 was the increase in the electric light fund. One of the major reasons that was up such an increasing amount was the sale of the Peru Rail, which was owned by the electric light fund. So that was about $750,000 once you netted out all the expenses from it. Moving forward, from the detailed statement of activities, which is on page 14, you note that our primary revenue source is sales tax, and roughly $9.7 million in revenue from sales tax last year. That's 72% of our general fund revenue at this point, so it's obviously, as we all know, significant. The police and firemen pensions were both in the supplementary reports, page 40 and page 45. It's noted in there that we're now GASB 67, which was required. The net position for the police pension is $7,221,000, with a pension liability outstanding right now of $10,614,000. Fireman pension, net position, $2,045,000. And these are all as of 4/30/2015. And the fire pension net liability was $1,400,000. Another key note is we're legally required to stay within a debt margin threshold, which is 8.625 of our assessed property tax value. That gives us a $23.5 million debt limitation. We're currently sitting within legal capacity at $15,567,000, which is roughly $8 million of capacity there. The last thing I'd like to note is there is some findings, as in every year we do have some things that we are working on internally, and with the changes last year and with the new controls implemented, I'm hoping next year we can significantly reduce those going forward. So if there's any questions, feel free to ask. We have electronic copies available that I can send to anyone. We also have hard copies that'll be available at the clerk's office. Thank you.
Treasurer Hyla, looking over this, can you give us a broader picture of the financial aspect of the city in layman's terms?
I think we had touched on the subject of the treasurer's report and the cash positions of the city about 2 weeks ago. And like I said, we're going to prepare a presentation for you for the next committee of the whole meeting to kind of go through the different funds and where the cash positions currently are. And again, you have to remember that we're going to be talking strictly cash positions without really talking a lot about any outstanding liabilities. So I think if you looked at the treasurer's report that I just completed for October, you're going to notice that it says we have about $32 million in cash, which is very, 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 very good. And we're going to break down to how that $32 million is allocated by funds and for debt. So, like I said, it'll probably be about a 15 or 20-minute presentation in 2 weeks, and I think that everybody should enjoy it by the time it's over.
Yeah. Thank you. And again, if you want, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to add one more thing, and going forward, we'll be instituting GASB 68, not to further complex things, but that is going to be a significant difference next year, as now both pension liabilities will go on our balance sheet as active liabilities instead of just supplemental reporting. Thanks.
And if you look at page 4, it kind of captures where the city's at. And, you know, really, if you see it, it's in a very positive position. You see business activities increased 4.7 million from last year. But again, I think the challenges will be in our future is the pension liabilities. Like so many other cities, we're no different from that. And, keeping the government floating in a strong fiscal approach is what this basically report says. Any other questions or thoughts? That's all we have from the Finance Committee, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Public Service, Chairman Waldorf?
Yes, sir. Alderman Lukosius, please.
Yes, tonight I'd like to make a motion to seek bids for the replacement of the roof of the Peru hydroelectric plant located in Starved Rock Lock and Dam.
Second, Your Honor.
I have a motion by Alderman Lukosius, second by Alderman Waldorf, to seek bids for replacement of roof at the Peru hydroelectric plant. Is there any discussion?
I haven't prepared the specs at this point, but I'll have them out by the end of the week.
Yeah, this
We're
is
just-
a project that hopefully we'll get we'll go out for the bids and get them back and do the work in the spring. Is that the correct assumption? Okay.
Okay, if there's no further discussion, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke. Mueller. Sapienza. Payton.
Motion approved.
I have 4 ordinances relating to the establishment of meeting dates for the calendar year 2016. The first one, be it ordained that an ordinance establishing meeting dates for the city of Peru for calendar year 2016 for regular city council meetings. We'll just vote all of them. It's also, we got the meetings for the Finance and Safety Services Committee, the Public Service, meetings, and Peru Recreation Board.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the ordinances as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Have a second?
I'll second that, Your Honor.
Okay, we have a motion from Alderman Ferrari, second from Alderman Lukosius to approve the ordinances as written and read. Is there any discussion? Okay, these are for the regular city council meetings, the Finance Safety Service, the Public Services, Peru Recreation for 2016.
Next, I have an ordinance authorizing the
Hold on,
acceptance.
I've still got we'll have a roll call vote, quick call roll.
Okay, the roll call vote will represent an aye vote for all four ordinances. Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke. Mueller. Sapienza. Payton.
Motion approved.
Next, I have an ordinance authorizing the acceptance of a water main easement from CF Industries Sales LLC.
We have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read. Okay, we had a motion from Alderman Putoff, second from Alderman Sapienza to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion? Engineer Eric?
North portion of the CF property just south of American Nickeloid, and the water main will tie in there on Terminal Road. We have a long dead-end main on Terminal Road. So this is the portion that crosses the CF parcel.
Okay, if there's no further discussion, we'll have a roll call vote, clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke. Mueller. Sapienza. Payton.
Motion approved.
Last thing is a resolution regarding the upgrade of existing parking, entrance, and sidewalk areas along Route 6 with Illinois Department of Transportation. This is the Police Department ADA project, and it's a required resolution along with appropriate permitting signed by the mayor.
I
Okay.
move that we adopt the resolution.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Radke, second by Alderman Mueller to adopt the resolution as written and read. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote, clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Lukosius. Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke. Let's do that. Mueller. Sapienza. Payton.
Motion approved. Anything further from city attorney?
No.
Okay, unfinished business. Do we have any unfinished business?
I just want to mention the activities coming up this weekend. We have the Pearl Harbor Parade at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. We have the holiday parade starting at the library at 1:30, ending here at City Hall. Santa will be here and refreshments. And then Sunday morning, we have breakfast with Santa at the fire department. And then Santa, I guess, is returning to the North Pole and then flying into the Peru airport at 2 o'clock, I believe. And then they'll be lighting the holiday displays along the airport. So, hope to see you all there.
Around 6.
Adding to that, I'd just like to commend Jeff King and the crew that put all the decorations up through town. They look beautiful. But I'd also like to ask, do we have anything left that we could decorate the outside of City Hall with?
We're working on it.
Thank you. It just looks so nice, I'd like to add this into it.
Yeah, we're hoping to expand every year, make it a little bit bigger. And if anybody's had a chance to drive by West Clocks, it's absolutely beautiful. I was there for the lighting at 6 o'clock on Saturday night, and there's some really awesome black and white photos that they've blown up and have put along the windows along West Clocks, and it looks like the building's lit up and people are inside working. It's really neat.
We also have animations up at Baker Lake too, if you want to go up there and look at that.
I have, on the topic, I got a nice phone call that I shared with a couple of the department heads, the ASM and the PSM, and also Kai at the electric department. They took on a new project this year, which you guys are talking about, the first step, and I want to share with you the phone call that I got today. I thought it was nice, and sometimes you wonder, the phone calls that we get at the clerk's office many times are what we're not doing right or recyclables not being picked up, but every once in a while we get a nice call like this, and I thought I'd share it with you guys.
Tom Cuyava from Peru, and I just want to say thank you to the employees of the city of Peru for the nice display, beautiful display of Christmas at 5th and Pulaski Street at Pulaski Park. It is stunning, beautiful. I was coming from Ottawa yesterday, and I couldn't get over how beautiful it was. So thanks for all who participated in lighting up our neighborhood like that. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Any other unfinished business? New business? Petitions, communications?
None, Your Honor.
Public comment. Do we have any public comment? Okay, no closed session. Have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Have a motion for adjournment and a second. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.